Hi everyone, it's Nikki here. Welcome back to my channel. For those new, I'm an author and editor and I post videos here on YouTube about reading, editing, writing and all the things I love. Today we're here for our top 10 and I'm going to be doing my top 10 TV and film adaptations of classic novels. This is a very hard one. I mean, there's so many out there. How do you whittle it down? But we'll give it a go. In the spot at number 10 is Clarissa, and this is the TV version from 1991. It's a little bit clunky at times in terms of some of the acting and the style of the way it's presented. However, casting Sean Bean as Lovelace is like spot on. I mean, how can you go wrong? That works so perfectly and that really makes the piece for me. And number 9 is the 2016 War and Peace. I only actually got to see this in 2018, but I thought it was an excellent adaptation, really skillfully done, good casting. But in particular, the thing I find about War and Peace as a book is that the bits that are set in the family situations are very compelling. It feels like any other Russian novel. But then you go out to the battlefield and it becomes a little bit long-winded and a little bit boring at times. And I think what the TV version really got right is the ratio of how they showed that. So they did take us out to the battlefield, but only when it actually impacted the story in like a major way. We didn't dwell there for too long. Most of the action took place in the drawing rooms and the like. So I think that worked really well because it kept all the excitement and tension of the family drama without getting lost in boring war scenes. So number 8 is a film. So Onegin, and this is from 99, I think, yes, 99. Directed by and starring Ralph Fiennes, based on Eugene Onegin by Pushkin, which is a novel in a sort of poetry form, and it's a novel in verse, I should say, and it's a really good adaptation, I think. I mean, Liv Tyler is perfectly cast as well. They have a really great chemistry together, and overall it's just a really breathtaking film. Number 7, back to TV for Daniel Deronda, and this is the 2002 version starring Hugh Dancy in the title role. Again, just excellent casting of Hugh Dancy. He really portrays Daniel Deronda brilliantly. And again, it's just a classic BBC wonderful adaptation. Works on so many levels and nicely edited, nicely adapted, I should say, from the book. Number 6 is the 2007 Northanger Abbey, again with the BBC, but this was done just as a sort of one-off TV film. And the best thing they did in this was casting J.J. Field as Henry Tilney. He was absolutely brilliant, and I think it's Felicity Jones, isn't it, playing Catherine? And they worked really well together. I liked the way it was shot. I thought it was a nice condensing of the story into that made-for-TV movie. Back to a TV series for North and South. This is 2004, and this of course starred Richard Armitage as Mr. Thornton, the factory owner. Again, just beautiful production values and excellent casting. And I hadn't read the book actually, I saw the TV version of this one before I read the book, but when I came to read the book later, I thought they'd done really well. I thought it was a very generous, very nicely put together piece. Number 4, we're going back to films for Dangerous Liaisons, and this is 1988. John Malkovich and Glenn Close, obviously. I mean, absolutely brilliant. I can watch this so many times and I never grow tired of it. I think it was really well done. I liked the casting, and it kind of looks, I'd say it looks like a movie, although it's very weird to say this because it's a period piece. So of course they were wearing costumes from the 18th century, but it looks like a movie from the 80s in some ways, if you see what I mean. And yet, despite that, it really stands up and it's still so watchable now. Number 3 is the BBC Pride and Prejudice from 1995. Yes, that Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth. It's a classic, isn't it? I mean, no matter how many times I watch it, I never grow tired of it, even though I know what's going to happen next. You know, I just love watching it. It just brings me such joy every time I see it. Number 2 is the 2011 Jane Eyre starring Michael Fassbender and Mia Wasikowska. It's not perfect. I really wish they'd kept the gypsy scene because I do love that. But as adaptations of Jane Eyre go, I thought this was a really good one. I know Michael Fassbender is a little more attractive than Mr. Rochester is supposed to be, but no one cares about that, do they? We love Michael Fassbender. So really good. I loved their performances, and I thought they had a great chemistry together as Jane and Rochester as well. So what's in the #1 spot? It's actually a French TV series, and it's based on the book Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. This was a 4-part adaptation starring John Malkovich and Gerard Depardieu, if I can say his name correctly, and it's perfect. I mean, there's been some really awful, hideous versions of Les Mis. I'm thinking of the Liam Neeson film, disgusting. And this is absolutely spot on. They really care about the source material when they adapt French classic novels in France. So it's very close to the source material, nice casting, and just generally a really enjoyable production. So those are my top 10 classic novel adaptations for film and TV. What are some of yours? Pop them in the comments below. I look forward to reading them. I'll be back again soon with another vlog. Bye for now, everyone.